Right, so this is the board out of the little Monacor PA402 100-volt line amp. That's only a like low end one, just a small one. Yeah, and it's this little. Oh wait, what? Hey, what? It's that little thing that's shorted out the black packet. CD440 OCS, which is, after doing some research, equivalent to an LA440. But an LA440 will cost you a fraction of the price. Don't know if CD is like a lead-free one or a modernised one or what, who knows. But ooh, that's wet. Time for some desoldering. So I noticed in my other video when I'm desoldering, it looks like I'm really aggressive. The top of this might move a lot when I desolder, but the bottom of it doesn't actually move that. It's just rocking it backwards and forth ever so slightly to make sure you get all the solder out. You don't want to like just hold it steady and solder one bit and miss. So on these, actually, they're quite small. I can probably, yeah. So vroom vroom. So just a preventative tip clean. See, when you're unsoldering something, it doesn't matter if you get it super hot, if it's old and knackered or blown up like this is. It's not like soldering it back in. You wouldn't want to hit every single joint in one go when you're soldering it back in, because by the time you finish soldering it, there's a good chance you're going to have overheated it and it's going to be knackered. So I mean, I can't really see what's going on here because I'm looking at the bottom side of the board. I'm not bothering to see if I'm melting the solder all the way through. I'm fairly confident I am because this sucker's nice and hot. And I'm giving it a second before. Yeah, just a gentle rock to. Look at that, it fell out on its own. Yeah. Now see, look, I've got a slight blockage in this now. This should go all the way in up to this point. So, yeah, should have probably just done one less joint. But, see what I mean? Because I've been doing it every couple of joints, problem solved. You push it in a little bit so this rod gets hot enough to melt the solder. Because the solder jams up like here. Where am I? It jams up right at this point where it's not really heated. So you get this rod nice and hot and just pushes it through and it actually comes out. See, in plastic, but you can see it actually comes all the way through then. As I pull it out, I like to just, there's something in there that was a bit, yes. Yeah, so, yeah, just a little bit of preventative. So that's popped straight out. So yeah, you can see it now, it's one of them. So yeah. Now solder it back in, solder the new one in. So I've had to just quickly put the heatsink on and just screw the chip to it, because it's again one of these designs where you can't just screw it in because it has to line up for mounting onto the heatsink. But it's hard to solder it with the heatsink in the way, and it's going to suck heat out. So I'm just going to tack 3 leads in quickly with a blob of solder. Then I'm going to very, very gently undo it from the heatsink and take the heatsink away so I can solder it up properly. So yeah, now it's back on the circuit board holder and it's just a case of solder it. What's this, a through plate? Let's see, this is a single layer board. So I'm glad I put that chip in first, because when you look at it, it's not sat in there level, but pushing it up and onto the heatsink, that was where it was happy to be sat at that angle. So I should say it probably could be leveled out, but at the end of the day, if it went there and soldered up at that point, mated up, bolted up, and that was the word, it bolted up, didn't it? It doesn't seem to be getting hot yet. Yeah, so hopefully this is going to be an easy one. See, this is the only one of these I've opened. Yeah, so I've got 3 other ones of this exact same model of amp. I'm going to guess it's the same fault with all of them, but I could be completely wrong. I could have brought enough of these little amplifier ICs to fix all of them, and it might be the only one that's got a knackered one. So, and simple as that, soldered on. Now bolt it back together and test it. I shall see you there. Right, so it's back together. That was quick and easy, just how I like it. So let's back together to a fashion. So hit the power switch. Absolutely nothing. You know why? Because I haven't plugged any dim bulb tester into the wall. Let's try that again. Power's on, dim bulb tester's not lit up. That's always a good start. Where did this come from? Ah, ground. Man, this ground terminal is too short. Look. Yeah, it's not a power ground anyway, it's just a signal ground, earth ground for the board. So, I guess the only thing to do is hook some speakers up, see what happens. Well, there we go. It's an 80s remix of Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball. It's actually done really well. I don't know who did it. Someone called GK Starwalker. It's actually alright. So there we go. It's another one. It's another one fixed and up and running. I have the next one sat right here. Someone's half-inch to plug off this one for some reason. It's yeah, that's the amp, little tinky thing. So yeah. Finish it putting it together, and there's another one fixed. That was a nice easy fix, that one. You don't get many like that. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching and catch you next time. Now a little extra footage. So this is just the next one on the bench. These are interesting. They actually, you can see the last thing that gets done is these, they actually solder the chip in from this panel underneath. It's all put together because the board clamps to the heatsink, the chip's clamped to the heatsink, so the board's held in place. The last thing they actually do is solder up this chip from the bottom. So if you listen, oh, looks like my multimeter's finally on the way out. So just gonna look how many that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins all shorted together, also shorted to the ground pin, and yeah, so same again, knackered ship. So yeah, more of the same, easy fix, can't be arsed, it's 8:30, time for a beer. Yep, cheers.